Okay, rolling right into this one. So, get my head. I don't even have my headphones on. Don't even have my headphones on, y'all. And it's early. Never live this early. Because I want to kind of update you again on a couple of the things that happen when you attempt to get a hold of a team at Team YouTube. And I want to let you know where we're at because we got great news. Really good news. So sit back, grab you a drink, and get ready because hopefully I'll only be live for 20 or 30 minutes. But I might ramble. And I might talk to you guys in the live chat for a little bit. But I want to make sure we're live. I think we're live. My YouTube's connection says we're live. Oh, there we go. Hey, cool gamer. Hey, Sonny. All right. So let me talk to you guys for a minute. Then I'll go over to the live chat with you. Like and subscribe. Make sure the bell's rung on Unirock 2 and over here on rockAlot. I'm drawing a blank because I've never live this early. And this is the best time of the month if you do want to support us on PayPal. It's paypal.me/Unirock. Or if you use Cash App, the link's in the description. Money sign UniRachel. Then we've got patreon.com/Unirock. So let's get started. I'm going to let you know because I have heard back. We've got really good news. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. So, first things first. Here's what's up. Let me actually get it open. Let me actually open it and just see. All right. Okay. So, we've got, as you know, there has been this controversial thing that's been happening in smaller communities where people will dox somebody, threaten somebody, or do other extremely like anti-TOS stuff, like show people going to other people's homes. Literally, not exaggerating. I've got the video on my PC. If I showed you, I would be showing you someone's home, of course. But the video exists because you guys saw it happen live. You watched it happen. People will go to people's homes. People will threaten people's children. People will talk about going to people's schools. This just happened 2 days ago. Then what they do, they delete the video very quickly so that people don't report it and they don't get in trouble with YouTube. And later in this stream, I'll explain why it's like that for those of you that want to know exactly why that happens. And then they don't ever get any repercussion against them. And they just do it and do it and do it. And they've been doing this for years in different communities. So finally, due to them going so far beyond the line that the way they threaten and act towards people, and then after the Letitia fraud raiser where the people that asked for refunds very politely, when they realized that it wasn't a life-threatening situation, giving that money like they thought it wasn't going to help with any of the things that they had said it was going to help with. That's when they wanted their money back and they got viciously threatened and doxxed. Their families got viciously threatened and doxxed, and the videos would just disappear and they would never face a repercussion. So what we did was tag team YouTube. Well, first I wrote a report. Well, first we went and pulled all the clips. We got all of the links that go to the original deleted videos. We made sure to have examples of the videos where they did what they did, like clips of the worst parts of those videos archived and put into the report along with timestamps. Every little bit, date and time, every single bit of information for all the clips. And there was a lot of clips. We had to go and get, we had you guys send it in, those of you that wanted your report added to the report. And long story short, you guys know that I tag teamed YouTube until I got a response. First, I got an automated response. I had to keep messaging them, keep tagging them until I got a human being to respond. Now, that was the news a few days ago. I told you I had a human being finally respond, an actual person there, and they had asked me to send them my report directly. Even though I'd sent it in other ways, this specific employee or this specific person at Team YouTube needed the report, all of the links, all of the information. Now, there was a problem. You can't drop a text file into your DMs on Twitter. So I had to basically screenshot the entire report. Then I took the text file and I backed it up to a Google Drive and gave it to them. And I didn't expect to hear from them anytime soon, but very quickly, the next day, around when they would have been in the office, maybe late morning, maybe early afternoon, but anyway, you know, there's a time difference. I'd heard back from them. So they said to me that they have sent this to a team at Team YouTube. They have sent it in. They appreciate the report. They literally called it a report, which I thought was interesting because I hadn't seen them do that. First, when they asked for the report, they said, can you share the URL of the vids in question for a closer look? And then they had said, can you send us your report? And I thought that was interesting. But anyway, they said, thank you for the report. We'll pass it along on our end as well. We appreciate your patience while, and this is what's important, a review team looks at everything we sent in. So finally, no algorithm, right? Nobody filing, no 5 or 10 people, 20 people before it gets deleted, filing a report and the algorithm looking at it, not doing anything with it. Finally, we have a human being who has sent it to the appropriate team at Team YouTube, and a team is being assigned to look at the report. Okay? So, now before we get anywhere else, because what I want to talk to you about is why it took all of this to do this, and I want to focus on that before I go to the live chat and get out of here for a quick live stream. One of the reasons why we had to do... Wait. I'm getting ahead of myself. What has to happen now? This isn't the end of the reporting process, because also those clips were the doxing, some of the vet bashing stuff, but just not a lot of it, and just a lot of the terms of service violations that were just really extreme. You have to remember, I'm not bogging them down by sending them any of the lighter terms of service violations, any questionable terms of service violations. I'm sending people threatening people's children because they did that. I'm sending people the Puron doxes. I'm sending people sending people to people's homes. I'm threatening to go to where they live after doxing their location and their address and all of their information. So these are the really serious things that are going in on this report. So what is going to happen now is this human being has sent this, forwarded it to an appropriate team at YouTube, and they're going to get it. No one knows how long it's going to take for them to get to that, because what they do is they have a workload. They're going, each team is going through lots of things, so they have to get to that specific report, that specific, submission, and then they will go through it with their team and decide what they need to do about the different clips we sent, because I did send clips from 4 different YouTubers and Katie Joy. You don't have to worry. You didn't get included in this one. Not saying you won't get included in the future from anybody. I'm just saying, no need to fake cancel me again. Lordy. So, again, we are still going to wait. They told us we need to have patience because we still have to wait until that team gets the workflow, gets that, report, and actually can sit down and start processing it. That in itself is before... we have to wait on them to process it, decide what to do. The good news is, with them giving it to a team, I expect to get a response when they make up their mind. I expect them to let me know, here is what they determined from the report that you sent in. They could determine that they're not going to do anything. They could determine a million things. They could determine they're going to ban the people that did this stuff. Nobody knows. It's not up to me. Right? The people that did this, they know they're doing what they shouldn't do because they're deleting it as fast as humanly possible. They're doing it because they're angry. They want to threaten somebody. They want to protect their money, right? And they're deleting it very quickly because they know they're in the wrong. They know they shouldn't be doing it. So Just so you know, I'm not saying that things are going to happen quickly or fast or anything, or that anything's going to happen at all. I'm literally just telling you what we're trying to do to solve the problem of many YouTubers feeling like they can't post. Remember Waxy and others who had these things happen to them, and they just stopped posting for very large portions of time, even though they had a good audience and everything was going good. It's because they were being threatened like this. And this is more of an epidemic on YouTube than any other word I can use to describe it, because these people, when they start doing it and they get away with it, not just for like a few times, but for like years, this shows other people that they can do the same thing to protect their whatever it is they're doing. And a lot of times this happens because someone will criticize someone else, but also because that criticism will cause people to stop watching them. It'll correct a lie they've told to their audience, right? Or it will expose the fact that they ran a fraud raiser or that they've ripped off their audience. And because of that, they go to the extreme measure of doing this, okay? So. The next thing we need to talk about, of course, is why it took so long. And then we're going to go to the live chat so that we can get out of here. Because yes, I still am capable of not rambling for too long. And we'll be doing a stream tonight. Actually, I wanted to do that stream now. Maybe I don't know. We'll figure it out. Maybe I will go in because I got a bunch of stuff to show you. Oh my gosh. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and show it to you because I want to stream with you. So maybe we will. Anyway, why is it that it took this long? I'll go to the chat. We'll decide. I'll let you decide whether you want me to start showing you things for tonight's show now. Because I might just go ahead and do the show now if there's enough of you here. If not, we'll wait till tonight. But anyway, the reason why it happens like this, of course, is, and I'll be very upfront with you, and it's just logical. It's easy to realize and understand. It's because these people are deleting the videos. Now, that only matters because you all can only report somebody threatening you this way. Other people watching the video, when they see people threaten people or dox people, they will report the video. Now, reporting a video doesn't mean anything's going to happen. Again, sometimes an algorithm will handle the report, but other times what will happen is that a team at YouTube will look at what happened and decide whether they need to apply a strike or they need to outright delete an account for extreme terms of service violations. I've seen accounts deleted for extreme terms of service violations for doing so much less than what any of these people have done. And I doubt YouTube has changed their rules to be super lax when every one of their blog posts, every one of their rule changes, and all the rules that I have to follow and every other serious creator out there is very strict rules. We have to follow very strict rules to the point where a lot of times it encroaches on our creative, thing that we do, right? Edgy comedy, other things. And when you look and people see this kind of extreme stuff happening on the platform, they end up getting really confused at how it happens. It's because they delete the videos. You can't file reports. It can't go to, now on the few occasions where you could file reports, sometimes people are reporting videos where nothing happened that would equate to that kind of response of either a strike or a deleted video, okay? And then to go a step further, if every time they do anything that could result in their channel being deleted, if they're very quick to stop their stream and delete it, which is exactly what these people have done for years. The only thing is now they're doing it so often. See, it used to be people wouldn't even grab clips of this and it would become a rumor that they were doing this. And a lot of people wouldn't believe it. And then people started to literally say, look, I'm not lying. I'm going to record it all. And so when they do this next time, I'll have it recorded. And then the clip started to flow. But the main thing is that now when you file a report, it has to trigger the algorithm. There just can't be a couple reports. There needs to be enough to make the algorithm say, I'm going to look at that. Now, if the algorithm looks at it and says, I can't figure out if there's a problem, it kind of looks like there's a problem, but I can't figure it out because the algorithm wants to see a direct thing that it can identify. And again, a lot of times the algorithm messes up. It's an algorithm. It's a computer. So The algorithm wants to see a direct violations, and once it sees it, it'll forward it to a team. If it sees no violation, it won't do anything. So sometimes when these people are doing this and you've reported it enough, it still won't go to a team at YouTube, and the algorithm will let it go. So on those occasions where you have gotten it to go through, a lot of times it's not the worst thing, or it's not a very severe thing. And the fact that they know that when they really mess up, they go and delete that stuff. That's why you've seen we have not just 4 creators. We've got way more than 4 creators that do this kind of thing. But these 4 creators are the most prolific, the most extreme. In fact, when we started collecting the report and working on it, it took a few weeks, and we were streaming and we were trying to get clips together, and we were doing what we needed to do it. You guys would come in while I was live and let me know that another person was just doxxed live. So I would go over and open up the stream. I'd start watching it, and then the video would get deleted in front of our eyes. We've had that happen. We've had people be doxxed. Wow. Remember the Patreon house dox? You know, all these different things are just extreme things that the reason they delete it and they get away with it, once they get away with it, they're so comfortable, they end up doing it again. They're so comfortable, and they need to do it to protect themselves, to protect their brands. They end up doing it. Now that I've gotten through all of that, if you have any specific questions, you can ask me. Let me turn on that whole Q&A thing. Ask me here so it doesn't scroll away. Let me see if any of you have tagged me, and let's go through. And then after that, I've got a bunch of really good things to show you. So instead of me going offline, let's just do a show, okay? I do want to do a show. I do want to hang with you. It's just too early, and I'm worried that some of our peeps aren't going to be around. But you know what? They can either watch the replay or whatever. Either way, let me check the chat, see what you're saying, and then we'll go in to show you what it is you need to see. Get me? I will still be live tonight. It's a Friday, but let me show you what you need to see. We've got a bunch of things. We got some posts that you need to look at that are just crazy. Nonsense actually posted one to the community tab. We ended up catching it at the same time, and I was like, "Oh, Nonsense is going to post this," and then yep, Nonsense put up, which I love. Anyway, let's get this together here. Let me take a look at what you guys are saying, and then I'll get you hooked up and update you. All right, let me go through this chat. Thank you so much, rockAlot. They have hurt a lot of people. I'll have to listen to the replay. I'm working. Well, Ice Queen, I appreciate it. And I know I'm a little early. That's why I try to wait, but you admitted they messed up banning my account today. I didn't know they banned your account today. Yeah, I wasn't talking about you, Welsh. I didn't mean you. Okay. So here, let me go in and I'll grab some of the stuff that's happened that's new. But first, I want to talk about the whole vet bashing thing. And oh gosh, I guess we've got videos. We've got everything. Oh my goodness. Wow, we've got a lot. Okay, great. We got a show, y'all. Might as well stream for a little bit. Might as well. I'll put out a post on Twitter and the community tab later and tell people that want to know about the reports. It's at the beginning of this stream. Then we go into the show. Okay. So, the vet bashing thing is one of those things where, you know, I don't want to see anyone get in trouble or anything like that. But, you know, when you have somebody who is this prolific, I guess, or this just nasty, I mean, all I can do is do what I'm supposed to do. Right. And luckily I have a way to communicate with Team YouTube. I make sure that my content is me giving my opinion, showing you what's there, breaking things down, you know, giving you the evidence, being open to be corrected, being open for people to reach out and have us change. You know, I always tell creators they can type right into the live chat, or they can message one of my moderators if I'm not responding to them through email or DM, because I don't really check my emails or DMs, as you know. I've had to go through my DMs to get a hold of Team YouTube, is why I said really. But my point is, I always try to stay open so that they can correct me. But when you have other creators out there that try to be the paragon of bringing you the news and just what's happening, and they're going to lie like they are because they want to condition somebody to be that big bad guy so they can keep getting away with what they're doing, it tells you that they're doing that to many other people, as I said before. And God knows who all the people are that this has happened. But the point is, we're supposed to be getting up here and giving our opinion. When you go above that, when you go out and we talk about things that are happening. We talk about crazy videos. If you have a crazy video of something, you can assume that that's what's happened, you know, and then you give your interpretation of it or what you think of it. And sometimes you'll end up being wrong. You'll see things wrong. You'll be given bad information, whatever it may be. And in the end, if you have somebody trying to correct you and you ignore it like LB is, I don't feel bad about reporting her every instance of her vet bashing to Team YouTube. I just don't. I'm going to after this is all done. And like I said, there is some of that in the report that I did, but this report was done a while back. It was like a month ago. You guys know when it was done because I went live and updated you on everything. And so all I want to say from now on is whenever this happens in the future, if it's a very serious thing, like with the threats and the doxing and threatening kids and stuff, I'll send it right into Team YouTube. I'm going to give it right to them. When it comes to things like with me and LB, I will send it to Team YouTube after I try to correct them and see if they will correct it. And I've already tried with LB, and I've even gone beyond the pale. I've offered her a meeting at the DAV because I knew that she would accuse me of trying to fake it if I did it by phone. But when she denied that, I said I'd do it by phone. And remember, every time I offered any of that, she just lied and vet bashed me even more and more and more. So again, yes, that's all going to go in. More is going to go. We've got so many things out there. Literally, it's hard to get it all into one report, especially when the report that we're doing has taken so much of our time over a period of a month, even longer, to get it together and to make sure it's right and to make sure that every link points to where it has to point to, and you have to test your links once you get them into the report and how to update things. It just takes time. So either way, I'm not going to be able to sit here and keep trying to, you know, fix these people, fix their behavior, let them know like, hey, because what do I do when someone does with these extreme TOS bios like this? I won't even report them, as you know. What I'll do is I'll try to let them know like, you might not know this, but what you're doing can get you banned. And it's guaranteed to if YouTube finds out. And I'll let them know that, and I will put the YouTube terms of service on the screen. I'll let them know that other people have been banned for doing a lot less. That's me trying to not have a permanent situation, not have a permanent response, right? The last thing I want to see is for someone who would stop doing what they're doing and just do a normal YouTube channel to be banned forever. That's the last thing I'd want to see. Right? If they're going to correct what they're doing, I don't want to do it. So I always try to give them that before we have to go to this place. But as you guys know, when we told them that they were going to be reported to Team YouTube for this and that they were breaking the terms of service, they laughed in our face and said that we wouldn't be able to do anything. They can't be stopped. Remember? They can't be stopped. They're not scared. If they weren't scared, they wouldn't be deleting those videos, by the way. They would leave what they were doing up and say, look, it's right there, if they weren't scared. Taking measures to allow them to keep doing it proves that they are scared and proves that they know they'll be banned if they're caught. Though they just haven't come across a YouTuber that has, not because I'm special, because I've been around for a long time, that's had to deal with this kind of stuff in the past. I've had to deal with it in the past. I've had very specific instructions on what to do back then to have some resolutions. All we want is a resolution. All we want is YouTube to be a place where they can do what they want publicly as long as it doesn't hurt anyone else. And then other people can get up, and if they decide they want to talk about it, they can. And if you give a bad opinion, people aren't going to follow you. They're not going to want to support you, right? And if you do a good opinion, or if you're entertaining and you give a good opinion, you can succeed. That's what we want. And these specific creators, unfortunately, are incapable, for whatever reason, they're incapable of being on this platform without this happening constantly from them, unprovoked by others. Literally, the worst thing I've ever seen, and I can say that's absolutely is true. People were clicking through YouTube because they followed somebody with 700,000 subscribers who they really liked watching Dre. And they were clicking through YouTube and they saw a YouTube video and clicked on it, and that person asked them to donate money to try to help Marvon's child and Marvon because he was in danger. And those people are the ones that didn't ignore it. They were the ones who said, oh my God, if they're in danger, we want to help. We want things to be fixed. We want people to be happy. And they donated their money. And as you saw, and as you can go back and watch from our live streams, the minute you gave that money, this is what happened to you. This right here is what happened. If you were one of those people that gave money and then never clicked again, they got away with your money. They ran off and didn't do what they said they were going to do with it. But for those of you that kept watching because, you really wanted to see what was going to happen and ended up asking for a refund, you are now in this boat where you've been ostracized from the community, even for just politely asking a question. And you have no way of doing anything. Let's cross our fingers because I can only look at what's happened on the platform before this, and I can only look at the terms of service. Look at those two things, the terms of service and how they're implemented, and I'm going to give you my opinion on what's going to happen. Because again, this isn't a thing where it can just keep going on like this. YouTube is going to have to change their terms of service to allow what these people are doing if they're going to let them sit and do this on the platform. It's going to be at that point. Because if the YouTube terms of service said you can't throw rocks at people in cars while you're on YouTube, what they're doing is going live every day and chucking the biggest rock at a car full of kids, breaking the windows, and then deleting the video as fast as they can. They're taking whatever the hell it is that YouTube tells them they can't do to other people, and they're doing it to the most extreme degree, as viciously as they can. And they're threatening the people at the same time. And, I'm not even talking about, there's a couple other people that we've reported that are either equal to Molly or worse than Molly. One of them just a few days ago got mad at somebody for just giving an opinion on what they were doing. And this person said that they were going to find out where their kids went to school and threaten the kids. So you have to understand that that would have never happened on the platform if these people were banned when they broke TOS the first time, or the second, or the third, or the 10th, or the 50th, or the 175th, right? When they threatened somebody the first time, now those kids wouldn't have been threatened a couple days ago. And by the way, this person is the type of person who can go and do what he's saying that he was going to do. And that's a fact that happened on the platform. Now, I know I'm ranting and I don't want to do that because I got a bunch of stuff that we could look at. I'm just going to show you a few things. So here we go. We got a post from Molly we haven't looked at yet because yesterday I had doctor appointments at the VA. Ironic. And we have several posts from Molly, and these tell a story about her being worried about exactly what it is I'm talking about right now. Also, Molly had, I'm just now learning about all of this, and I want some of you to tell me. So first things first, let me check the Q&A really fast, and then let me scroll and make sure I don't miss anything. Okay, nothing in the Q&A. And real quick, let me just make sure. My account got banned 2 weeks ago. Oh, back up a few days ago. Yeah, you told me. You told me a couple of days ago it came back up. Remember? I was streaming. I said, yay. Okay. Now, I want you guys to tell me what happened last night. So from what I know, what I've been told so far, Molly got smashed on streamed and like fell asleep or something streaming, and then peed on stream, and everybody could see her peeing and could hear it and stuff. That's what I've been told. I'm not saying it happened. So I need you to do me a solid. Type into the live chat what happened last night, and we're going to go in and start looking at this post. We've got a couple posts. We're going to look at this. Is that true? It did happen? Oh, I'll tell you, Chatty Cathy, I'll do you guys a favor because I know a bunch of you just came in. I just saw it jump. So I will tell you what Team YouTube said after I give you guys about 20 seconds to type to me. Type to me and tell me what happened last night, okay? Navy, if you're free, I'm in the room. If you're not, it's okay, bub. I know it's early. All right. You did hear about it? Just got done doing laundry? All right, buddy. Sounds good, man. It's up to you if you're busy. It's fine, but you could hear it? You could hear it? No. No way. I mean, listen. I'm not the kind of person who will give somebody a lot of shit just for like accidentally having some noise happen in the background. I think it's funny. Sometimes I'll laugh at it. Though it's the whole thing that happened. It's the entire package, right? I guess we had some funniness. They do double down, Blaze. They definitely double down. And it's one of the best ways to say what they do. They double down. And what at first they're going to delete what they did. Then they're going to lie and say that they didn't do it. And once they get cocky, okay, once they get like cocky again, that's when they double down. So some of you guys, we just had a bunch of new people come in. I just saw the number jump. I just saw the line jump. Here, I'll show you what it looks like. Really cool. So I got this little bit of data while I'm streaming. Here's what it looks like. I'll show it to you for those of you that don't know. So I can see when you guys come in and when you leave. This goes as I'm streaming, right? It tells me like how many people have watched, the chat rate, and all that stuff, right? So I know some of you just came in. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to restart, but I'm only going to give you like a 10-second version because I can tell you what happened in a very short amount of time. Then we've got these posts to go into, and we got to talk about what happened last night just because I think it's funny. So let's do that real fast right now. Hi, sex bots. Good to see you. The sex bots are here. I figured if I went live early, they wouldn't be here, but it looks like they're always watching my stream. Oh, you dang sex bots. Ooh, you dang sex bots. Ooh. That's me getting angry. If you didn't know, that's my angry anti-sex bot noise. Okay. So here's what's up. Team YouTube not only asked me, a human being, because typically the robot doesn't say, sorry it took so long, can you send me the report, please? And so I'm like, okay, that has to be a human being. That is not an algorithm. That's not a bot replying to me. Because yes, Team YouTube does have bots, and then it puts you in line if you still need somebody to talk to a person, you know, eventually, if you do it right. Hey, Dead. And then, so after, this was a few days ago, and I told you on Twitter, I might have told you on the stream, they asked me for it, and I had to jump out of bed because it was after the stream. I was like, what's that notification on my phone? I never see that. And I'm like, oh shit. And I run in. So it took me about 30 minutes or something. I had to go and get them everything, which I have my report, but it wouldn't let me put text files in the DM. So I had to back it up onto a link and then put the link from a Google Drive into, anyway, I got it to them. And then last night, I'm going to bed again. No, the night before last night before last. I don't know because I went to the damn doctor. And then I fell asleep early so that I didn't stream. Anyway, whenever it was, I noticed that after that I'd sent the report, after I'd given them everything, right? So this is the video clips of them doing this to everybody. This is the threats. This is just the time and date and the link if it's deleted. Thank you, Slim. And then just everything in a very professional format so that it's all ready. You know, they can not only see what happened if it takes them time to get into a deleted video, because I think sometimes it takes them a little bit of time to get into a deleted video, just so they can look at what happened right there. We already had the link re-uploaded and backed up and archived. Then we had the link of where it happened exactly in the stream, as you know. So after I sent the report, they said We have given your report to the correct team. Please have patience while they look at it. So basically what that means is, again, I don't think that that was a bot that wrote me. Okay, this seemed like a person writing me, and they have forwarded it onto a team. Now, still, that team has a workload, and they're going to have to get to our submission, to our report, and then look at it with the team and decide what they're going to do. But the good news is, every time we've ever had to communicate with Team YouTube this way, other YouTubers and myself with issues that we have and big issues out there, they will let you know the result of what happened. So we have good news. This is the best news, because this is basically what I told you I needed to happen at the very beginning of the process, when I told you all that I was going to help you guys who were affected, along with what happened to me and others, get that information in. But I didn't just do it for Molly. I did it for 4 YouTubers. I did it for 4 people that had not questionably, or who had not, you know, there's no excuse for anything. It wasn't a mistake. It's a repeat issue, constantly happens, and it's basically 4 Mollys, either equal to or worse than what she's done, where she'll literally do it, and then the next day do it again, and the next day do it again, and the next day threaten you worse, and just embarrass people and harass people, send people to people's homes. That kind of invasion, not only of privacy, but with threats attached, right? People like that. I reported 4 of them. And the sad news is, one of them 2 days ago, if you weren't here and you didn't hear it earlier, just threatened somebody's children because that person gave an opinion against them. Threatened to find out where they went to school and threatened them. And so we do need to add things to the report, and the vet bashing is going in too. I'm sending it in. I'm done, because I've given them so many chances. I've given them opportunities to know the truth, so they can. It's not even that they were questioning or anything. That's the lie they told. It's the fact that they were literally lying to convince people. Okay. So I don't know why these people don't read the TOS or don't actually look into what they can and can't do. That's not my problem. That's theirs. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do and helping you do what you're supposed to do. It's just that, because this is my job and it has been for a really long time. I know how to do this, and you don't. And a lot of you don't even have the, ability to, because you don't have the ability to clip. You don't have the ability to track things down. You may not have the time. You're just viewers. You're just people who view a platform and wanted to help somebody and tried to send money and help somebody and got taken advantage of. Anyway, so that's the update. The update is, now I need to wait and hear from the team for their determination or what they decided to do. And yes, for those of you who didn't get things into me on time for it to be included in this, there will be another opportunity, because I still have a lot more to give them. So don't fret. Don't think that, you're going to be left out or anything. We're going to do our best to help everybody, and that means everybody. So if one of these people decide that they're not going to do this anymore, and I don't mean the 4 worst people, I mean people out there that are, following in the footsteps of these people, and they stop doing it. Of course, I'm as careful as I can be. I basically do everything in my power to give people a chance. And I don't want to give them a chance, because, they're doing these kind of really nasty, they don't deserve the chance. And I always try to give people one chance, even if they don't deserve it. I don't give them more than one, just so you know. But it is the weekend. It's Friday. It is Friday, and us YouTubers get paid Monday. So if you do support me, now's the best time. PayPal.me/unirock. Like and subscribe and share. Hey, that other site that has the money sign, Cash App and Patreon are down in the description if you want to support me that way. I'm just telling you it. I'm just sharing it because it helps. It's not required, of course. It's your option if you like what we do. Because now that I got some of you here, let's update you with what's happened. And I just want to scan the chat one more time and look for any of you that actually saw what happened last night, so that I can update you. So let me do that, and then I'll show you this stuff. Hey, R-Top. Hey, Dead. Okay. Last night, Hey, Juliet, good to see you. Last night there was a full-on meltdown. I am not sure exactly what happened, but we do have some clips to look at. And it's going to get crazy. Just so you know, this is not minor. This is not a minor incident. Sound the alarms. Wah, wah, wah. Sound the alarms. This is not a minor incident. But before we get to the craziness of Molly being absolutely drunk, I believe, off her ass, peeing on stream, I hope that's not her on the toilet. I hope I'm not looking at her on the toilet. I'm looking at her on the toilet, aren't I? Yeah, that's definitely a bathroom. Why do my eyes have to be... I don't want to see any YouTuber taking a pee-pee. I don't want to see any of them. It's not Molly. It's not just Molly. I don't want to see anybody going pee-pee. Good Lord. Yes, I hate peas. And you know what? I love peas. I used to hate them, but I actually do like them now. That's definitely Molly taking a pee-pee. Okay. What is going on? So this is a post, and remember how I told you, and I might have mentioned it in passing, or maybe it was on Twitter. See, I've been doing a lot more streams on Twitter at Unirock TV because a lot of people reopened accounts. We'll talk about that at the end of this stream. I don't want to waste your time. For those of you that don't care, let's get into this post. I pointed the wrong way. I'm crazy. I remember about a year ago, my friends and supporters were against, you know what, I'm going to leave it small. She writes some nasty stuff. My supporters, now remember, she's targeting her supporters. These are people that stopped watching her channel. These are people that left. These are friends and supporters who have put their foot down and left because of what she's been doing. Exactly why we don't support what she's doing. Others found out they were lied to and they left. This goes against her narrative that she's growing and everything is going wonderful. She says that all the time so that you won't think that things are bad, because they are. She says, I remember about a year ago, my friends and supporters were against bad things. Really, really, really super, the worst bad things. And especially baby buyers. People that baby bye. You know what I'm saying? All of a sudden, poof! Their outrage is aimed at the channel holders or creators that are actually getting up and doing physical work. Physical work. Work. You may be out there welding. You may be out there doing construction, carrying large sheets of drywall, getting a sore back and everything. You might be someone that's taking like a daycare, taking care of 20 kids that are like, you're chasing all around and your feet are sore when you get home. You may be out there doing the worst. You might be a soldier in the service doing that work. No. What Molly and Boo Boo Betty do is the work. They do the work, okay? Doing physical work in order to earn their views and whatever they can actually get done to show what's really happening behind these stories. Now, this is all one big run-on sentence, which I guess is a little more shocking as we see in real time than before anyway. Like, this sentence is horrible. I'll continue with my vacation while the rest make fools out of themselves, judging others. Ridiculous. So this is a big projection-a-thon, right? Now, the first thing is she's admitting that people who supported her don't support her anymore. Not just the viewership, but also creators and friends. Then she's admitting, then she's trying to take the people, even some of you that used to watch her now that don't, and she's trying to take you and make you a supporter of the worst things ever. This is called Darvo, but it's also a tactic in order to try to make her followers, if they see you anywhere, if they see a criticizer anywhere, if they see somebody that used to follow Molly and now they don't because they realize she's stolen your money or she's lied to you or whatever it may be. You get what I'm saying? And she's trying to demonize you so that others don't listen. It's protecting herself by labeling you. And if you support it, She literally is saying that you are the equivalent of someone who does it. Feel me? Because that's what's going on right here in front of your eyes. You, by the way, you are not that. Don't let her get in your head and make you think that's what you are, right? But it gets even worse, because after admitting all of that, that people are leaving in droves, that people that support her, best friends of hers, are turning on her in droves because they realize they were lied to. They realize that you are threatening people and doxing people, and you are acting extremely childish, trying to intimidate others and bully others constantly, and they don't want to support that. They don't want to be a part of it. Did you really think people wouldn't look at you as a bad guy, when a bad person, when you're out there literally recorded in front of everybody saying, I don't care if anyone knows, I'm going to beep, dox the hell out of these people. Oh, you want a refund? Oh, and then you see where on the message where you're asking for a refund, you're being as polite as humanly possible, giving good reasons for why you want the refund, but you're the enemy now, and you are all these evil things. She's escalated what you are to be labeled as the most evil thing in the world, is what she's doing. Okay. Their outrage is aimed at the channel holders. So she's literally saying that the people who have stopped watching her, and the people who are standing up against her doxing and harassment and her going at families and all this stuff, their outrage is aimed at her and Boo Boo Betty and Goose and LB. And again, the vet bashing didn't help either. This caused a mass exodus, followed by the doxing mass exodus, followed by literally, when the minute she flipped on Letitia and started acting like Letitia was the bad guy, she didn't realize that everybody in her audience had been programmed to vehemently support Letitia. So there was a portion of them that were like, that took Letitia's side and said, you can't do that, because she has been supporting her so hard that the people in the audience didn't stick with Molly. A lot of them went over to Letitia. Then, so they left. Then you have people out there who know the truth about Letitia and what she lied about and what she did, and that she's being summoned and going to court in December. So this is the full-on, what I call, aftermath of the breakdown. Remember when I described the aftermath, the end game, all this stuff? This is the full-on, absolute nuclear thing that I told you, that what I said would be a nuclear boom, a boom out, booming. Remember all of that? I just said this a week or two ago. It is materialized in front of your eyes. And last night, in my opinion, is Molly trying to cope with the fact that everything's falling apart, ended up going way too far while streaming, and ended up streaming herself completely inebriated, out of her mind, and peeing and passing out on stream and all kinds of stuff. All kinds of stuff. And yes, we got video clips to come. If you guys are going to watch me early like this, I'm going to have to start streaming early more often. Let me do a poll. Do you guys like it when I stream early? Do you like early streams? So it's going to be early. It's going to be no, and it's going to be early and late. So it's going to be that you want both. It's either yes, no, or I want both. I want both of them. There's the poll. So that was posted, and let's see here. So yeah, now this isn't brand new. Okay, this is what preceded last night's meltdown, but we've got even worse. We've got even worse. Oh, just wait till you see this one. Because this goes into Dre and Letitia and the whole situation there. Then we're going to get into the video, okay, of last night. Early and late? Yes, no, and early and late, okay. Well, I can make it to where either the early stream is shorter and the late stream is longer, or the late stream is shorter and the early stream is longer. I cheated. I'm sorry, I cheated. I had to have a little caffeine, guys. I'm sorry. Not going to make a habit of it. I am still trying to quit. It's like I'm like, hooked on beer or something, and it's Red Bull, for God's sake. It's like I'm hooked on coffee, right? Not so early, Welsh. Well, that's true. That's true. Depending on your time zone, right? So Molly says a month later, and still, the update is that Dre will not pick up her phone for friends, for family, for law enforcement at all. Hold on a minute. Why do you lie on Dre? Dre has lawyers. Her lawyers handle any call from law enforcement. We know for a fact that Dre has legal representation. We know that. You can't say it's not true. You know it's true. And you know that there are things that aren't public yet that prove that she has legal representation. Okay? So, okay. I like this little okay thing I've been doing. I have no clue where it came from. I think it's a TV show. Okay? Okay. Maybe it's South Park. Okay. It's not that one. So she adds law enforcement to it. Of course, just outwardly and plainly lying to all of you. Right? She's not picking up the phone for family or friends because she does have friends that she talks to. They are friends that she can trust. They are friends that are not going to convince people she's a murderer, that are not going to convince people that she doesn't need her kids. The people that turned on her and betrayed her and stabbed her in the back, she cut out of her life just like she should have. You can't force her to, and your obsession with her is really strange. It's very weird. It's window peeping crazy. Around here, when you turn into this jealous of Dre and you turn into this devoted to stalking her, it's what we call window a peepin' a cray cray. Okay, Kay? Okay. Very interesting, isn't it? Also, 2 weeks ago, I received a video where a woman in Yuma sent me a video. Like, are you okay? Are you reading your sentences? You received a video where a woman sent you a video of her driving and videotaping the outside of her house and the camera was not there. Conflicting stories again. The camper was not there. Conflicting stories again. The family does not know what the truth is. Now, this huge run-on sentence, I'm going to have to pause. It is not your damn business where her camper went. She could have sold it. She could be using it. And that really angers Molly. She knows if that camper's not there, Dre could be anywhere. Anywhere. Dre could have taken a vacation. Dre could have did anything. She could be staying at a friend's house. She could have sold the damn thing. And it was worth some money. So she could have went and she could be staying in a 5-star hotel. Who knows? The point is, you are stalking Dre. Why do you keep admitting to stalking Dre? If somebody sends you a video of them driving by Dre's home, you should be sending it to the police. You should be reporting these stalkers. This is not right. This woman just dealt with this tragedy. They don't need window peeping cray peeps going by recording their home. It's weird. It's crazy. It's not supported. This is why your supporters are leaving in droves. They aren't going to support this because nobody wants people doing this to them. Nobody wants people acting like worse than the paparazzi. And if you are going to record her home, you should be getting a permit or permission or whatever it is you need to do it legally, because this is not legal. This is not right. The family does not know what the truth is at all, and I don't blame them for being devastated whether he's alive or whether this is some sick game. You're playing the sick game. You're still trying. You want that notion that he's passed out there so bad. You're willing to keep spreading theories until the day that he passes away, and then you're going to act like you were right. And even then, we'll have the proof of when the date was, and the date's not going to be when you said it was, but you're still going to pretend you were right. That is, if he doesn't wake up. And if he doesn't come out and set everyone straight on you and the rest. And that's why I believe Molly told everybody that she wants Marvon not to wake up. I can't even believe she said that, but she said that. The only person playing a sick game is you. It's called stalking, it's called harassment, and it's gross. So then she goes on, oh, by the way, that family does not, Dre better never talk to anyone in that family ever again after the way they treated her. They don't deserve a response from Dre. Abusers, liars, manipulators, people that will use a man's tragedy to profit in extreme ways by lying do not deserve the attention from Dre or the family ever again. They should be cut off permanently because you can't trust them. Always going to be wondering, are they just using me again? You all use Dre, you all use Marvon in the worst time of their life. You're still trying to do it. It's gross. But it's now rumored, and if you can allow yourself to bring yourself to imagine that anyone could be sick enough to do this to Letitia, that there is a YouTuber, a disgruntled YouTuber that paid a Nigerian website money to put up a fake news article saying that Marvon passed, hoping that me in a particular would say something, and of course it being pinned back to Pennsylvania. Then when you clicked on it the next day, the news article disappeared and another music article came up saying it was a hoax. Now, this is just Molly's copium trying to deal with the fact that her attempt to bait Dre with the hoax backfired in her face and she just can't handle it. And now we've got Molly herself admitting that it did link back to Pennsylvania. Now, I think it linked to Pennsylvania because you've got a website that's a fake news website. So they don't want to tell you where they are in the United States, right? They could be in Nigeria. They could be somewhere else. But I think they're in the U.S. And I think that because they push such fake news, they want people to believe they're in Nigeria so they don't get sued for one of their fake news stories. A lot of fake news websites can be in other countries. The ones that are in the US will typically make it look like they're not in the US so that they don't get people coming after them for lawsuits when their business is lying about stories that are happening to make ad money off the clicks. But either way, this is Molly knowing how much damage the death hoax did to her following and to what she does, right? So she's trying her best. Juliet, she just can't say sorry that she is the one who started the terrible rumor. I watched it happen in real time. It was really sad. Exactly, Janelle. Exactly. She can't apologize. She can't apologize for trying to dox people and harass people. And she keeps doing everything she does wrong. And obviously she needs help or so that she can stop. Because if she did try to turn her life around right now, she's got a pretty big channel that she could try to salvage. She has a career on YouTube that she could try to salvage. If she was apologetic, if she did try to fix these things, none of us would support her in the future, but she could get other people to, right? She knows, though, that if you take away those very extreme things that she does, she'll never succeed on the platform. It's the danger of clickbait. It's the danger of not practicing what you do and trying to be better at what you do, delivering content. You won't get better and you'll be stuck with the clickbait and you won't ever be able to succeed without it, so you'll always have to do it, right? It's the advice I gave Katie back when her channel was growing and she was doing a lot of clickbait, right? You can't do this because you're always going to be stuck there. Just want to remind you guys, it is the 18th. This is our last weekend before YouTube pays all the YouTubers out there. So if you want to support us, I just put the link in the chat. You don't gotta. Sharing the link because it's the best time of the month to do it. So for us, I mean, not for you, for us. If you can't, don't do it. Obviously, it's an optional thing. Now, she goes on after the music article. That whole music article thing, I think, is her text to talk. I think she's talking and it's translating her voice. All of us use that now, and I don't think she proofread what she wrote. Anyway, then she brings up Letitia by saying, by that time, Letitia was already devastated, and so was Marvon and Miss Wynette. Yeah, you should feel really bad for Letitia and Marvon Sr. and Miss Wynette feeling that way because you were the one that started it. See, the thing about you doing all of this on live streams, Molly, is that we can prove who did it and who didn't do it. We can prove where it came from. We can prove who spread it. We can prove who had an effect on it. And if you look at nonsense, if you go back and look at my channel, we were very quickly trying to let everyone on the internet know that this wasn't true and that you shouldn't be sharing it because it came from you and it was a reciprocal, it was a thing that you put out there and then used rumors and your broken method of reporting on things to confirm. You confirmed your own lie, your own fake news, okay? That website just took your story because you were saying you were close to the family and they trusted you and they had to correct it once they realized the truth. Now, we still don't know if that website wasn't hit with some type of legal. I think the website got a letter from like a cease and desist, or maybe the police decided to reach out because that website has been contacted by the police in the past when they were spreading a news story that a certain mall in the United States had certain threats against it. And that news came from that website. And they had to retract their story and they had to bear the brunt of being labeled fake news due to them having people in that town call the police and get scared and leave the mall, right? These things have a real effect when people spread them. It's why you fact check and source things before you believe it. Okay, this comes down to a couple of YouTubers who really have it in for Miss Letitia and really want the public to believe that she is a scam artist and they will not leave her alone. Oh, the bitter irony. Molly, did you just say that we won't leave Letitia alone? We won't leave Letitia alone. It's not you who won't leave Dre alone. And because of your constant lies and attacks on Dre, the other YouTubers out there are covering the story, trying to put the facts out so that the people that you enrage against Dre might stumble across the evidence that shows you're lying. And instead of going at Dre, they can now be like, oh, okay, I was lied to by Molly. I don't need to go out and harass Dre. But though in your post you admit that you have people driving by Dre's home, you act like someone just did it and sent it to you. Yeah, right. With the video from before the shed and the video of people recording Dre's home in the past, we know that you actually do send people to record Dre's home. You incite people to do it. So don't act like, you know, you're going to add in to things that don't act like you're going to add in that it was someone who just sent me that video of going by Dre's home. No, they sent it to you because they knew you wanted it, is why they sent it to you. But to blame us, to blame, you know you're talking about me, you know you're talking about nonsense, you know you're talking about other YouTubers out there that cover this story, who fact check it, who correct your lies, and to try to blame us for the death hoax when we were the ones who tried to correct it so that it wouldn't get to the family. You had just spread it so fiercely that it went to them regardless. Oh, also, Justin, and your first response to your BS was to call Wynette, to call Letitia. Now, how do you know that Letitia's devastated when Letitia's been ignoring Wynette, Marvon Sr., and yourself and Justin for a while now? She's been ignoring you guys. Most likely, Letitia realized that you got her in a mess that she's got to go appear in court for in December. Because it's your fault. You guys did this. You told her not to verify. You told her to spend the money certain places. You told her that she could be free to do. You gave her misinformation. And I hope the police find out that it wasn't Letitia making all these decisions, that she had people telling her what to do with that money. Because I do think she did what she did with that money because of you guys. I do think that. But if you look at my channel, I've been updating some videos that I have been responding to that very strange, and it looks like some person is doing some damage control and trying to convince themselves and the public that Marvon wanted to be very much in love with her. No, you see, Molly, this isn't going to work because we did this months ago. And Puzzle Pieces has been posting since the beginning. You can't just pretend that Puzzle Pieces just started posting. The videos are on the channel. People can check and see whether you're lying or telling the truth. And you can't say that you didn't know about this because we have been using Puzzle Pieces videos to debunk your lies since the very beginning of the story. It was only, if you recall, 3 weeks into the story when I started to tell you guys that the next step is to try to take the rumors that they were going, that accused Dre, and fact check them. And it was during that phase of us reporting on this that we found puzzle pieces, and we found the truth of what happened, and then could go to Dre's Facebook and actually confirm that those clips match reality, which they do. What we need to know is where you got your information. We've shown where we got our information from the insane amount of video clips that Dre and Marvon and the kids uploaded on Dre's Facebook, that big Facebook account she has. We pulled our information from there. We have a source. Our source is checkable by anyone that wants to see if we're lying. Puzzle pieces, myself, nonsense, or if you're lying, you, Justin, and the others. So you are the one doing damage control with these posts. You are the one who is trying to convince your audience desperately that puzzle pieces shouldn't be listened to, even though they can fact check puzzle pieces on Facebook. And you are the one who is desperate to lie in these posts and your content in hopes that if you lie enough, your audience won't go check Facebook and start watching Dre's videos themselves. Because any of us can fact check for ourselves by going to Dre's Facebook, and we can spend as much time as we want going through all of those videos. Make up our own mind without unirock, without nonsense, without Molly as an influence. And I encourage, and I have encouraged the entire time, for everybody to do exactly that and make up your own mind. Because the fact is, you know you're done. You know that the truth is out there. I can't influence it. Nonsense can't influence it. You can't influence it. Dre can't influence it. Marvon can't influence it. It is there for us to see. It is recorded. It is historialized. No one gets to lie about it, even though you're trying to. It's not going to work. Trying to convince themselves and the public that Marvon wanted to be very much in love with her, very much wanted to be out of the Marine Corps, and very, very, very much wanted to be a part of this vegan alkaline diet. Again, what is your proof that it's not true? What is your proof that all of that recorded video is Marvon lying? All the times that he kissed and hugged Dre, all the times that he did that video, where's your proof that Marvon was putting on an act? How do you go against Marvon himself when he and Dre sat down and talked about Marvon's relationship with Letitia? How she ripped him off, how she used him constantly for money, lied to him to get it, lied to have him co-sign on things, and then didn't pay it so that he was forced to. Where is your proof that the opposite of all of that video, which is massive, keep acting like the opposite of it is true from the very beginning until now? Well, guess what, guys? She's about to tell us. She's about to tell us why, in the very beginning of this entire situation, she started to attack Dre. She's about to tell us why she decided to label Marvon as whatever it was. She decided to label Marvon as being forced to be in the diet, that it wasn't his own option, right? That his wife, who he was married with, who he could have divorced and left if he didn't want to be with her, who he was in love with and was just, you know, massively wanting to just be with her for all eternity, as he said. He wanted her to be the one taking care of his children forever. He loved the life that Dre gave his children. He hated the life that he had back with other people that I'm not going to bring up more than that. You get me? She says, I have been told by the family that whatever updates happen out of Arizona to please keep them to myself and trust me. I learned my lesson last time. I apologize. I'm not going to apologize again to anyone on YouTube. I've done nothing wrong. This is not a joke. His life is important. His life matters. Now, this is her using Marvon's life again to do damage control, to deflect. She's using his life again. It's gross. What do you expect? She's profited off of his tragedy so much. She has lied about his life, how and what was happening, his children, in order to form a narrative. That narrative ended up supporting the fundraiser. If that narrative didn't exist, the fundraiser would have never worked. It would have never existed. She went viral because of her attacking Dre, and people thought, oh my God, we've been wrong about Dre this whole time. Look at this content, and they would rush in and look at it. But the problem is they would also leave in droves. They would also go in droves once they realized that you were just making it up out of nowhere. And now that we have all of that evidence, it's gotten so bad for Molly. She couldn't address it back in the beginning. Remember when we found puzzle pieces, when we went to Dre's Facebook, when we realized how much video was there and we started showing it to you long ago and debunking things? She couldn't acknowledge it then because things were good for her then. Now that things are desperate, she knows how convincing that content is, and she has to address it. So the bottom, his life matters. This is not a joke. The only people that have been treating this like a joke the whole time are you guys. When you dox people because they criticize you, when you came at me, you showed everybody that you were willing to take somebody who they can fact check any bit of my content and see that I was being nice to you the whole time. I was giving you a chance the whole time on purpose. So now that you have gone at me and tried to dox me and attack me and tried to go at my family, you've shown everybody that even when someone comes at you and just reports on everything that's going on, you still treat them like garbage. You still attack them and dox them. So of course you're going to dox anyone else. No? But you are allowed to be as confrontational as you want. You're allowed to be as crazy as you want. This is, of course, a progression from this first post to this post. It is a progression of Molly having a breakdown. And to further that breakdown, we now have video from last night. And oh my God, is it insane? I don't even want to talk about it. She's peeing on stream, guys. She went pee-pee on stream. Thank you, honey. Thank you for sharing that. I was just about to share it. I don't have to. Rachel just shared it somewhere. Oh, I got that thing in the way. So a lot of you kind of like early streams. Less of you don't like early streams. And a lot of you want me to do both. So I'm going to try to do both, okay? When I can. I'll rotate, do both, do what I can, okay? Rachel just posted paypal.me/unirock. I have to share it, especially this weekend, just to share it for you. Just so that hopefully you might support us. You don't have to. It's optional. Next, we're running into the video of last night's meltdown. Last night is very much related, not just to this post, but the other content that Molly's been doing as a breakdown situation that's been getting worse and worse and worse and escalating and escalating and escalating as time goes on. And it's led up to what you all saw last night. I haven't seen a single shred of bit of a video from it whatsoever. You're gonna get my reaction of the video here. What I want to know from you when we roll into this, did she delete the stream or is the stream still up? That's number one. Also, let me open these videos here. Got two different ones. Oh my God, I've got like all, okay, I've got all of it. I've got all of it. Lordy, lordy, lordy.
I know, right?
Navy! Let me turn you up, bro. What's up, man?
Oh, not much, Bo. Just been running around. We had Navy training this morning, like, you know, the typical, like, what do you call it, like training day or whatever. And then
oh yeah,
Hey.
had laundry and stuff to do, and had to go get a new ID card because that's fun. And now I'm here.
Oh yeah, yep. Time for you to get a new ID card, huh?
Well,
I
it has
do it
to
every
do with
4
like
years.
Well, there's certs and because we have certain certs and stuff to be able to log into like the websites and stuff, as you know. And so the certs were going to expire before the card did. So I had to go in and get a new ID so that they would line up and I wouldn't lose my access. So
definitely.
But
well, good. Glad you got it done, bub. So you've been watching.
Yeah, so I watched earlier on. I watched non-streams or nonsense streams. Sorry, not non-stream, nonsense streams.
That's a good
where
name
she
for
had
her
this-
streams. Non-streams. Sorry, go ahead.
And like this is crazy. Like this is literally some of the craziest, cringiest stuff I've ever seen on a live stream ever.
Nonsense covered it already?
She did, yes.
Oh, excellent. Well, you guys get to see my reaction to it. I had to go to the doctor yesterday. Was it yesterday or was it yesterday night?
It was yesterday during the day, I thought, right?
Okay. Wow, that's even worse. Why is she... Does anyone know why she's at a hotel again? I don't care. I'm just asking. I'm sure she said why.
If I remember again, I think she's in Florida again. And I'm not sure why. Something about... I know Nonsense was saying something about her being on vacation or something, so I don't know.
Dude, she's been in hotels nonstop since that rumor started. Julie Porter says she was sleep begging. So she needed money? Is that what it was? She was needing money? You guys update me in the chat if you want. Was she needing money? Is that what it was? You think? Maybe?
I was trying to remember I can't remember exactly what she was begging about, but I remember her being like half asleep and like the phone was like, the camera was like right up next to her face, you know, and she was just like babbling in her sleep. Yeah.
Oh my God, Julie, no way. I know why she's doing, if she's begging at all, which I'll find out and watch by watching these clips. I know why she is, because all of us YouTubers, we get paid once a month and it's Monday. So of course we're all broke, you know? So I can not understand her begging. I could understand her, you know, sharing her link like everyone else does. I definitely want to see it though, so I guess we need to look at it, right? Now, is there anything in these streams I should watch out for? Does she like get nude again or anything? Or are we good to watch? Wow, she is sleep begging. What?
Yeah, from what I remember, the worst thing on the stream is her when she's in the bathroom and you can hear it.
Oh, she didn't take it with her?
Yeah, she took the phone with her into the bathroom and she's like leaning up on like the sink or whatever while she's peeing, talking into it. And someone even remarks, like they said, don't stream on stream or whatever. Don't pee on stream. She's like, yeah, I'm peeing.
She is streaming. This is the definition of a live stream. She's streaming. She's actually streaming.
It's so cringy. Oh my God, it's horrible. So bad.
Oh my God. Oh, there's 2 hours I didn't upload. Oh my God. It wasn't all safe, Cherie. What was some of the stuff that she did that was unsafe? That like because you didn't include any of the unsafe stuff, I would assume. Oh my God. He fell asleep and was on for hours. Well, okay. So listen. There is a thing that people do on Twitch where they stream themselves sleeping. It is a thing. It really is a thing. And some people are called sleep streamers, or they stream 24 hours, so they stream themselves awake and asleep. This is all safe, I know, but what did you not record? Like, what did you decide not to? Hashtag P-stream. Oh my God. Anon and on. I don't even know if YouTube would know what to do. You know? How do you know what to do? She started a live while she was in Savannah, literally went to the other room to pee, and you could hear everything. Like, you really couldn't wait till after you start your stream, says Robin. Crispy said she fell asleep, and people in the chat were trying to send the police there because nothing was waking her up. Somebody went to her door and knocked on the door. What? Her phone was watching her pee. Is Nonsense here? Somebody was talking to Nonsense.
Yes.
I didn't see what.
Yeah, she is. Okay. She's in the live chat. Yeah.
Hey, Nonsense. Hey, Nanya. Hey, Nonsense. Good to see you. Oh, Lordy. Did Nonsense play the pee stream on stream?
Yes, she did.
Okay, then I'm going to do it too. Oh my God. No way.
Milton S. Hershey, that's like for like the really
She did this during the day?
I know kids that want some listening.
The crazy part is she found hush puppies for the first time when she was in Savannah. You know what a hush puppy is? Like fried cornbread balls, right?
Those are awesome.
And so she's in the room talking on this live stream and just shoving them into her mouth like 2 at a time. I mean, she's like chipmunk cheeking, you know what I mean? And just smacking away and talking. It's just so gross.
Nonsense says, yeah, Uni, you know me. Nothing's off limits for me. Very, you know, hey, I respect, mad respect. Mad respect. That's all I gotta say. Here we go.
You can see them working at the hotels. I'm not sure.
She's like dragging herself in. She's like,
yeah, there's definitely something going on.
Hold on.
oh my God, she did not.
Mama.
Hold on, guys. Hold on. Warning. Oh, wrong button. Warning. Warning. You are about to be mollied. Warning. Warning. Beep, beep.
Jersey, I didn't mean to drive by them all the time.
Whoa! Careful, careful, Molly. We don't want to see the Barbie pouch. Careful. Oh my God! Get him off my head! No! Wow! I heard it! I heard it! Where's my headphones? I bet I broke them. Oh, now that's been a while. Been a while since I've thrown my headphones. Oh my God!
And it goes on and on. It's like, yeah.
Is it a long one? Guys.
It kind of sounds like it, yeah. Like when I heard it earlier on Nonsense channel, yes, it went on for a while, and it's like it's loud, like it's a lot.
Get talking about my head. No. What? 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 Oh no, I don't know if I can do this, bro. Like, you know, it's been a while for me. It's been a while. You know, I've been doing a lot of chill streams lately. I haven't had to deal with anything like this in a long time.
That's Hershey School. That's a school.
Oh my God.
That goes from like.
Most people have to focus. Like she's just, you know, lets it rip. Lets it flow. I can't stop thinking that, you know, she should wash her hands, sanitize her phone, like wear some gloves. The other one I uploaded is 90 minutes minus 2 hours of snoring.
Garden through.
Okay, I'm gonna skip ahead a little bit.
Well, it's not really for low income. It's.
How is it still coming out, Molly? Oh, good, it stopped.
You love me because I'm the bomb.
What's with the lip smacking?
AB has pictures of Tiffany in navy bed, Bowling Green. There's a raffle every.
Raffle, not a raffle. Oh, she washed her hands. Good. 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 I commend her for the washing of the hands. Does she remember this? You think she remembers it, Navy?
I think she did when she woke up, and I don't know if she deleted it yet or not. She woke up, she's like, "What the? Oh no! Oh no!"
Lauren,
not
how
again.
long have? Lauren, before I can answer your question, I have to know how long you've been here. Before I can answer your question, Lauren, I have to know how long you've been in the chat.
She's been in the chat for a while, like before you started the video.
Okay, so she saw the peeing. Okay. 30 minutes? Okay, I just wanted to make sure you saw the peeing. I didn't know if you'd be shocked. So she's wearing a bathrobe because she's about to get in bed. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Oh, yeah. It was privated in 3 hours. 3 hours after. Okay, we're having a little bit of a hiccup. It looks like my stream is rebelling on me after what I just played. So I'm gonna give my I want to talk to you guys while I give my stream a second, because it's my connection is rebelling on me. Oh heavens. Well, I thought I was gonna update, since we've got a lot of people here while my stream's acting funny. Let's just get back to it. I don't care. Guys, if you get a buffering signal, it's I'm not going offline. My stream's just hiccuping. So here's the next video we've got. It looks like she talks for a bit. Yes, she just peed, by the way. I don't want to play it again. And then she sleeps. Let's see here. This is an hour and a half long, and she starts sleeping at the 30-minute mark. So let's hear what she's got at 1.5 times speed. I don't want to go too.
But when I tell you that when you have people from Heels on the Ground and they're asking you to go live, like, this is like a serious thing. I'm in Key West, Florida on vacation with this zero. So trust me, I'm not going to be live more than 5 minutes. Why should I? I'm on vacation. I'm watching Forensic Files on my vacation.
She's still watching Forensic Files. Interesting. Oh, wait, I need to copy that.
Why should I stay live more than 5 minutes?
Dang it.
If I was getting tons of super chat, maybe I would stay live, but I'm not going to. I understand that, but
oh heavens. Molly, we're all broke. It's 3 days before YouTube pays us. Here's what you do next time so that you don't get as much heat. Just do what I do. You just go live and you share your link every like 30 minutes. Usually every hour, but instead of every hour, you do it a little more often. You might get a donation if you're lucky. You might. I typically won't, but you might, right? So you don't have to.
I look great in my pajamas by myself watching Forensic Files. Who the fuck do I owe an explanation to for what I do and what?
Guys, my video signal's gonna get a little bit weird, but you should still be able to hear me.
I'm passionate about it. Zero. What does protesting do? Fuck you. I'm an American.
She's not in a good mood.
I'm right.
Janelle says, why is she in a hotel? She couldn't mute pee and come back, instead leaning to read the chat while peeing. Who does that? And she calls people classless, yet pees on stream and chews with mouth open. Janelle, I wish I knew. Janelle, I wish I knew. You know, I feel like I'm in clown world when I watch Molly's stuff. I feel like it's backwards time, opposite day. I don't know.
Are you kidding me? Listen, standing outside.
Come on, YouTube. Accept my stream. We've been streaming fine this whole time. Why are you doing this to me?
Out of Billy Joel's house?
Navy, can you still hear my stream? Do you have my stream up?
I do. Let me double check.
Okay, chat, let me know if you can still hear me. I do not want to have to restart my stream.
Absolutely did zero, except attract a bunch of crackheads.
Yeah, I can hear you, Bubba.
Okay. Guys, just ignore the fuzzy video. You're not missing anything. It'll be insane.
That were pushed by a bunch of...
I'm American. I can protest while standing next to a dead anchovy all I want.
Low-life channels. Yeah, I get it. That wanted to put their cameras on me to ignite some sort of physical violence to get me...
Okay, so if someone puts their camera on you to protest you protesting, which is what they were doing, how is that igniting violence on you? Also, if it does ignite violence against you for protesting, then how are you not igniting violence? Because they just filmed someone's hair, dragged them downstairs, and dragged who you said was a murderer, and they may be, but they may not be. But either way, you wanted the grandmother to drag the murderer down the stairs. She could have just snapped and murmured.
Arrested? Yeah, I get that. So I'm some sort of...
Looks like our video's not coming back in. What do I gotta do? Restart the stream, I guess? Can you even hear me, Navy?
Yeah, I can hear you, Bubba, just fine.
YouTube just doesn't want my video signal. It's coming back in. Coming back. I don't know why YouTube does this. Hey. Here's what I'm going to do, y'all. I'm going to restart the stream. I'm going to restart all my internet stuff. It shouldn't happen, but God knows why. I'm going to restart really quick. I'm going to schedule a new stream because this was mostly about the report. We'll go and we'll watch Molly's P stream and then we'll react to this video in 10 minutes, okay? Just 10 minutes for me to try to get a better signal for you. Yeah, it's back, but it's going out again. It's coming in and out. Let me fix it, okay? And I'll restart because we had 250 and now we're down to 130. So people want to watch, but they're having a hard time. Also, in the interim, I know I'm gonna be saying it a lot. I'm sorry. I just need to get a little bit of. I need to attempt to get some donos together, and that's why I'm going to share my stream. If I don't, it's fine, but I'm going to share it real quick in the chat. Now, I'll be back after I restart. Navy, are you going to stay in for a bit? You got some time? You got about an hour?
I got all the time. I'm good.
Woo! Okay, so let's stream. Let's stream and watch all of this, which will be an hour or two. We'll go offline. We'll eat dinner, and we'll come back in and do a stream tonight, even too, because we got a lot to cover. We'll be right back. Okay, guys. I just want to restart so we can give you a good stream. Don't go anywhere. If you want, you know what? I'm going to schedule the next stream right now. I'm going to do it right now so I can give you the link. Okay. And it'll literally, after I get it scheduled, it'll only take me a second to get back into it. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to schedule the next stream right now. Just give me just a second. Right? And what thumbnail do we want to use? Okay, almost done. Okay, give me about 30 seconds. Let's see. Oh, hold on. What time is it? We'll do it at 5:40. 10 minutes from right now. We'll be right back in. And all I got to do is either choose to use a different thumbnail. So let me grab another thumbnail. I got the perfect one here. All right, we're just going to use that thumbnail. And we are Golden Girls. We're going to schedule it for 5:40. I'm going to give you the link in about 1 minute here. Fix this. Okay, so let me now go and grab that link. Throw it to you in the chat. If I can get one of the mods to hang out in here and just share this link. 10 minutes till stream here. If a mod will, please share that as much as you can until this stream closes. Go to the, make sure you open that stream, head over there. We are going live here to watch the infamous stream. 10 minutes. It's on the community tab. All right. And of course, the last thing I'm going to do before ending this, share that. And now I will see you guys. We will be back at 5:40. It's going to be a banger. Hope to see you there.